Welcome to HomeFront Sitrep with Willis.
And Megs. Don't forget about Blaze.
We're just a couple of veterans having a good time talking about what's on our minds.
And maybe yours.
You can find us on Apple, Amazon, or Spotify.
Or wherever you find your favorite podcasts.
Ladies and gents, welcome back to another episode of HomeFront Sitrep. How is everybody doing?
Doing great.
Fantastic.
Awesome. So, guys, we have a great episode today. We got Lonnie and Melissa Allen. They are from Cover Sunscreen. I'm going to show you Cover Sunscreen. You can get it on activelifecompany.com. So, Lonnie, Melissa, how are you guys?
Doing great.
Fantastic.
Living the life out here in San Diego.
It's a
So,
beautiful
what's
day.
the weather like in California right now?
Right now, it's great. It was overcast the last couple of days. It was a nice break from our 100+ degrees we had last week.
Yeah,
it's really nice out today. I don't know. I would guess it's probably high 70s and sunny.
Nice.
Especially here in Elkhorn. It's a little bit away from the beach, but it's about 80 degrees.
Heck yeah, you can't beat that. Today, I think it got up to what, 70, 78 here locally in Louisville. Nice breeze.
Yeah, it's a heck of a lot better than the Tempe, Arizona, and the Las Vegas I was just in with earlier this.
Yeah.
So
116, crazy.
So, guys, go ahead and tell us your story of how the sunscreen business came about and all that good stuff.
Well, maybe just a little background of who you are, and then kind of bring it into that. It's kind of like how we like to do it. Who are you personally, and bring it in to.
Sure. I suppose we're conservationists at heart. We enjoy being outside a lot, for one. And I'm a human biologist. I run a small health and fitness studio here in San Diego. So I tell people I'm kind of like a bridge between a physical therapist and a personal trainer. I deal a lot with injury recovery. And Lonnie here, he's a airline mechanic.
I work for the FRC Southwest, which is a branch of the Navy. As a civilian, I work for them, and I work as a helicopter mechanic now, and have been for the last 5 years. So I work on CH-53s.
What do they say about CH-53s? If it ain't leaking, it ain't flying right.
That's right. If it, there's another term, but we won't use that here.
Well, yeah, we kind of keep it a little, yeah. So how did so Lonnie, you were in the Navy. And
Yes.
Melissa, you're a human biologist and jack of all trades, it sounds like, being a therapist and everything. Now, you guys are originally not from California. You guys are originally from, I believe you said Utah, if I remember.
Iowa.
Davenport, Iowa.
I was close. And you guys were active, very active in the outdoors. And then you guys moved to California. And then, so how did the sunscreen business come about?
So what happened is in '93, I was in the Navy at the time, and I transferred from Chicago, Illinois to San Diego. Melissa and I moved out here, and I stayed in for another couple of years. I got out in 2000, in September of 2000, I got out, and then I started working as a cable guy, and then became a supervisor. And then after the company changed and some stuff that happened, and then 18 years went by. A lot of exposure to outside stuff. I always liked to camp, mountain bikes, stuff like that there.
Red dirt bikes.
I wasn't a proponent of using sunscreen. I hated the feel of it. You put it on your skin, and within a half hour, 45 minutes, you felt like you had to wash it off because my temperature in my body would increase. I hated that, and I hated the glistening look. It looked, and sand would stick to it if you're out there playing volleyball or whatever. We've always been
we aren't in the 80s anymore with that, Hawaiian coconut or whatever it was, Hawaiian tropics.
Spinning the ball on the top gun.
Top gun.
Yeah. But so then I left Time Warner, and I got a job at for the Navy as an aircraft mechanic. Kind of going back to my roots, getting away from, there was a lot of stress at my last job. But I didn't, what happened is one day I came home from work. I was sitting on a couch and taking a shower, and my dog, Bodie, I was walking across he was walking across the back of the couch and stopped.
Like a cat.
I have a little patch on top of my head.
Oh, man.
And he stopped there and started licking that incessantly, and he wouldn't do. I had to put a hat on and put my hand on top of my head to stop him from licking it. And I didn't think anything of it the first couple of times, and then a day or so goes by. I come back, I sit down, do the same type of thing, and he's back up there, and he won't leave it alone. So then I asked Melissa, "Hey, do I have anything on top of my head?" And she goes, "Yes, we did a measurement."
It looked like an ingrown hair, is what it looked like.
And we put a circle around it to see and measured it and see how big it was. But then after a couple of days, I realized, you know what? The dog was incessant about it. He would not leave my head alone. So I was like,
I said, just go to the dermatologist.
yeah. So I did.
Yeah.
I made an appointment, and they found basal cell carcinoma, and they cut it out. It came back as benign, but it kind of brought everything full circle. We're like, hey, I need to, as a ginger person, I need to make sure I pay attention to how much sun I'm getting. Our atmospheres change and everything like that there. So sun exposure means a lot. And so we started working together, and we just started trying all these different products out, and we settled on Cover.
Well, hang on back.
Let her go from there.
We needed something to be excited about. There's a lot of changes. He was gonna leave his job. He also had some medical problems related to stress at work, and he chronically has kidney issues. Even though he's not a drinker or anything, it doesn't have anything to do with that. But he had gone through kidney failure before, probably from the things that he was exposed to in the Navy, and then it started up again about the same time. And so we saw the same nephrologist. She remembered him, and she said, Lonnie, like I told you before, I really think you should consider changing professions. And so he decided that he's going to do that. That's like starting over after 18 years. And we just had a lot of changes. My mother passed away that year. I just thought we needed something to be excited about. And given that our dog just, saved him, we wouldn't have known to even look at his head twice. I said, I think we should start a sunscreen company, So that's kind of how it started. Started doing a lot of research, and it's a long, arduous process. But we launched the sunscreen in 2019 without really knowing nearly as much as I know now. But it's been a long road just to get here. So I wouldn't say we really got going until like 2020. I think of it as
and then
this being
COVID
our
hit.
third year.
Right.
Yeah.
COVID hit, and it wasn't as it kind of took a little bit of the wind out of our sails a little bit because of people not wanting to be outside. Nobody wanted to be in groups,
people
stuff like
actually
that.
were outside more here. I mean, all of a sudden, all these dogs are being walked, which is wonderful. You never see dogs getting walked that much. So there was more people being outside, and I thought that part was great, although they don't seem to clean up after them.
Yeah.
But
That happens quite a bit.
yeah, exactly. So I'd always run a service company, so having a product company was a lot different, and it was a lot to learn.
Yeah.
So I've had my other business now for 24 years this year. So thank God I knew a lot about entrepreneurship, I guess you'd say, but it was a lot different going into a product company versus a service business.
So are you outdoorsy? Melissa?
Me? Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay. So it was one of
I'm
those
more
things
outdoorsy than he is. I drag him a lot.
Oh.
Like backpacking, we ride dirt bikes, and we camp a lot. We kayak. I'm starting to get into bow hunting.
Nice.
Yeah. For turkey.
For turkey, no deer.
Yeah,
For
for
me,
her.
just for turkey. Lonnie goes deer hunting with rifles. I haven't, I'm not there yet, and I've always been into bows, and I know that choosing turkey hunting is like the most difficult animal that you could get started with, but I think it's going to work for me.
Awesome. Now, do you use a crossbow or a compound bow?
No, compound. And I haven't gotten one yet. I should mention that first off.
You haven't got a turkey yet.
Yeah, I haven't gotten a turkey yet. Yes.
Okay. It takes a
But-
lot of
but one of my
practice.
Yeah, one of my best friends, he also grew up in Iowa with us, and he moved to Colorado, and he was getting really into hunting, and he got a turkey his first time out with a bow, and everybody's like, "How'd you do that?" And he said, "YouTube."
Nice.
So he ended up becoming a turkey outfitter on the side, and he works in construction for his actual profession. But yeah, you can learn just about anything these days, right?
Oh yeah, definitely. You can.
Good old YouTube.
Good old YouTube. You can do anything on YouTube. So, let's see. So now your product. I'm going to share my screen here. Let's do this because I'm on your website. As soon as we click in here. All right. So you got the 1-800 number up top. Then you got the home shop. Now here I see cover pink, cover green. We'll get into that here in just a minute. Then you got your about us. You got your affiliations, your shop local. Then you got your blog. And then your contact us. So now, when you're on the main screen, you've got this inspired by nature, built for adventure, reef safe sunscreen.
That's Melissa right there.
Oh, that
Yes.
is
That's actually Melissa.
nice. So, and it's all natural military grade. So, what makes it military grade compared to say like what's the one from the 80s or 90s?
Banana boat.
Banana boat. Yeah, what makes the difference?
Well, we like to say we're military owned and operated. We're waterproof and sweat proof.
Not water resistant.
Well, resistant technically.
Right.
And we're made in the USA.
Nice.
And this product, because it's got two compounds to it, zinc oxide and titanium dioxide, two actual ingredients. It lasts a long time on your skin, and it doesn't make you hot. So that makes it durable. And when you're out there hiking and stuff like that, it stays on you longer.
Okay, so it stays on you longer. I got a bottle here.
Mm-hmm.
I've used it a couple times. I'm like you, Lonnie. I don't use it. But I always have a hat on. But I don't ever use sunscreen. Now, this sunscreen I like. And the reason I like it is because when you put it on, it's not oily. And it don't leave your hands greasy.
Yeah.
And it really don't have a smell.
Right, for hunting specifically, you know.
It doesn't have we made that.
We say it's for active people, not people who are going to be laying around on a beach, you know.
Right.
Well, there you go.
There you go. And one of the other things is, because of the lack of smell and lack of that, you don't need a whole lot.
Yeah,
you just put a little bit in the bottom of your hand, and you can rub it. So, like this short sleeve shirt here, I would put it from my elbow down, back of my neck, and my face, and guess what? I'm covered. The rest of my body's already got a shirt on it, and I'm not wearing a white shirt, so I don't have to worry about it getting on my, coming through the white T-shirt, getting sweaty and stuff. But that's the sort of people that we're looking for.
Nice.
I was also really impressed because they my girls, and they tend to be sensitive with their face. They have to use or one of those other. And it's literally what I had on hand.
Mm-hmm.
Gave it to them.
Yeah.
They used it for a few days while we were down on the beach. And zero breakouts.
Okay. How old are they?
They are 10 and almost 13.
Nice. Okay, good. Yeah, our friend out here, they use it on their little girl. She's we saw on Amazon as well as our website. I have a picture of her up there, and I want to say she was 4. She could have been 3 when she was applying, and she didn't have any problems either, so that was great.
Yeah,
They
and
also
it
liked it
doesn't
because
bleed.
you can see where it is. It's not like it's
Okay.
Yeah.
like did I miss a spot? Or anything like
Yeah.
that.
Right.
Now at the same time they're like, oh, we really have to rub it in. And I was like, yeah, it's
Yeah,
not
Yeah,
bad.
because it's mineral sunscreen. So I don't know if you guys realize there's two types of sunscreen: chemical and mineral. Mineral is also known as physical. So you can't really compare those two. It's like comparing apples to oranges.
Right.
So when people talk about it being thinner, they're usually referring to a chemical sunscreen because it has like usually 6 other chemicals in it.
So now
And
you
then when
Go
you
ahead,
sweat,
Lonnie.
you end up getting it down in your eyes, and your eyes start to burn and stuff like that. There,
With chemical
in ours, you don't get that.
nice.
So that was the other biggest thing is that we always dealt with whenever we go to the pool or go to the beach or something like that. They put the sunscreen on, and then next thing I know, one of them was coming back going, my eyes. I didn't have a single complaint.
Good. That's
That's
great to
good.
hear.
That was awesome.
So you guys have the pink and green. I see here the cover pink supports Campfire SD, which I did a little bit of research on. That was a camp for children.
Yeah, it just gets kids out into nature, which is what we're all about. And like I said, we're conservationists at heart. So I think kids should get a chance to do that and get started early, right?
Definitely. Now, how much? Okay, and now let's go to the other one real quick before we ask that question. The greens goes to support saddles and service. Now that
Correct.
is a veteran 501c3.
Right.
Started out with a couple. They rescued some horses, and then started saddles in service.
Yeah, they're here in San Diego.
That's awesome.
Fantastic.
Great organization.
Sorry.
It's
No,
okay.
that's okay.
Something happened. Like your speakers in the background.
Oh, huh.
I don't know what
Ours still
happened.
sounds the same.
So it's like when I hear myself talk, I can hear it on your end.
Really funny because he normally likes to.
Shut your pie hole. But anyway, so how much? So each bottle's $20 for the. I'm assuming it's this size bottle.
Correct. Yeah.
How much that percentage-wise goes to the organizations that you guys support?
Right now we do 5%. We would like to eventually be able to do more than that, but we're not there yet. That's our goal, but we're financing everything ourselves, and believe it or not, it takes a lot of money to start a product company.
I guarantee it.
A lot of money. And the other thing is, well, a couple things. Like I didn't think this all the way through. Not that I wouldn't have done the same thing, but sunscreen is an FDA product. So friends that have like a moisturizer and they can make that at home in their bathroom if they want, and sell it. And it's not the same for a what's considered a drug. So all those things go into play. Having an FDA approved facility to make it in. And then the fact that it expires, like we regularly use sunscreen to like a year after the expiration date, but on Amazon or something, if somebody gets it and it's even like 3 months from the expiration date, they'll be complaining, giving you bad reviews. So, we've lost quite a bit of sunscreen because it's gone bad before we can sell it.
Oh man.
So hopefully over the next couple
we're trying
years,
to do a little bit better job of estimating that so that we can give that out. If it comes up against that wall like that there, we can then donate all that to one of the groups that we're
which is what we do. We actually give more than the 5% because we usually give additional sunscreen. At least Saddles and Service, we're new with them this year, but for the other company, we've given them bottles of sunscreen in addition to monetary donation.
Right.
That's really awesome. Because again, it's one of those things people don't think about.
Yeah.
Need to be better about. Lonnie, like you don't.
Yeah.
I listen to a lot of
Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say I listen to a lot of AM radio, and I get up early in the morning, like 4. Like I'm at work at 4 o'clock in the morning. They always talk about the sun protection and putting sunscreen on early in the morning, like 4 o'clock in the morning. I hear the radio talk about making sure that whenever you're out and about in the sun, that you always have sunscreen protection.
But people forget,
Because people forget, and then next thing you know, you got a sunburn. You don't think anything of it. Next thing it turns into something more than it needs to be.
Yeah. Yeah, no, what I was gonna say is like
what I was gonna say is like I'm a good old Irishman,
and I've definitely gotten my brownish in me, but I found out further down the line I have Cherokee. That's probably where I get it. But it was one of those things. Like kind of did sunscreen, kind of didn't. My mom was a Hawaiian, whatever it is. Let's use the 4 SPF oil. Like that's how I was raised.
Hawaiian tropics.
Yeah, exactly. But I've because my daughters have skin, and like if I turn red, the very next day I'm pretty much good to go. And then really feeling. However, since we're in education, it's still not okay. Like I should still be using.
Yeah.
But I have stayed on top of girls.
Good.
And there's nothing like vacation and sunscreen or sunburn.
Yeah.
Education means a lot. Getting that information out and let people make that determination. Hey, you may not like what we have, but guess what? If you start to put it and apply it and you start to like it, then you realize, hey, not all the sunscreens are the same. And that if you use it on a regular basis, you'll start to see the benefits.
Yeah, our vision is to make sunscreen application a habit.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Especially for men.
For sure.
My grandfather was a pilot, Army Air Corps there, and it was literally because he was a pilot over, so his whole left side, that's where the window was.
Yeah.
All kinds.
Plus it gets magnified coming in there, It's like in a car.
That was before the UV, all that stuff.
Right.
I just remember watching
long haul drivers and semis are the same way, right? That left hand side, they're driving all day. That left arm and the left side of their face all day long, getting beat up on it, coming in the front screen too.
Oh, that's like I'm a driver. And then I always have my
oh, okay.
Oh yeah.
So
what I did putting it on the bottom here. This is the discount code. Discount Melissa. 20% off for all of our listeners.
Yeah.
Is that still active? We sent that way back.
Oh yeah.
Okay,
definitely active.
Okay, so I will put that on our Facebook page and all that. When we first got it. But now that we're doing a video, across the bottom. So yeah, definitely. I'm excited.
Yeah, that'd be great.
My kids love it. My wife didn't like it so much. My kids like it. And Megan and I used it when we were down in Myrtle Beach.
Good.
Awesome. So
good. Yeah, we want to get into sponsoring more athletes. That's always been a vision of mine, a goal of mine. So I just recently sponsored a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu friend of mine. I've known him since he's been a kid, and now he got his dream job as a paleontologist, and he's been going over to compete in Thailand, and he's placing really well. But he's also been getting invited over to do seminars. So I was a shorts sponsor recently. So that was like our entry into that. But I plan on doing more of that. That's really fun, and I love helping out athletes in that way.
So what colleges are down there?
What's that?
What colleges are around you?
Oh, in San Diego?
Yeah.
San Diego State.
Yeah, San Diego State, UCSD.
And then up north is, UCLA, USC. That's all about an hour away from us.
We also have some private ones like Point Nazarene. And we've got a ton of community colleges as well.
Well, the reason I was asking is because of NIL money. You can sponsor, a college athlete, and they could do like commercials. So I didn't know if that's something that y'all had thought about.
Well,
I hadn't thought about it put in those terms like that. Yeah, that's a great idea. Have you guys explored any of that?
No, we haven't. Not yet.
Okay. Yeah, no, I would love to be able to do that.
Yeah, we're still in our growing phases. Exactly.
Well,
one of the things I love about.
College. Oh, sorry. I was just gonna say I know my niece is in college in San Diego. I don't know which one she's at. But she's out there.
What does she play? Does she compete in something?
She's a runner.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah, so it
that'd
was
be
really
perfect.
cool when my daughter went in cross country. There was that kind of we're a little bit separated.
Mm-hmm.
Just life happens. We'll just put it like that. But it was super exciting to find out that she was doing cross country, and that my niece had been. They kind of connected on that, so it was neat.
Yeah, that's very cool.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right. So, Lonnie, I know you probably need to be because you got to get ready for your.
Yep.
So we definitely are excited to have you guys, and appreciate you guys very much.
No
problem. It's no problem.
If somebody wanted to get in contact with you guys, how would they go about doing that?
The floor is open for anything else that you'd like to say.
Okay. The easiest thing is just go to coverup.com, KOVRUP.com. There's no E in there. And then we also are available on Amazon.com as well as Walmart. And then we're in a handful of local stores here in San Diego if you happen to be here too. Our newest one is La Mesa Lumber. They've been around since I believe it's 1907. So there's a lot of men and women that work outdoors, and that's a perfect market for us.
Oh yeah, definitely. Is there anything else you want to say? Let you go.
Not that I can think of.
I kind of do. On the box, there's a little warning sign on there. Did you see the warning sign?
I'm looking.
That was made up by Melissa, and it's fantastic.
I don't know about
that. It says, warning, this sunscreen may increase your desire for extreme adventure. Fly with caution.
I love it.
Yep.
I like it. I like it.
We want people to go out, experience outdoor adventure, doing whatever they do, and
stay covered.
And if they can use our product, that's fantastic.
And I'll tell you what I like. For
Thank
cover,
you.
I mean it's awesome.
It's awesome. Thank you.
Although you couldn't pronounce it.
Yeah, at first I was like,
people do tend to say it wrong. They overthink it, but it's kind of a play on words. Yeah.
Well, so I'm a hooked on phonics girl. So
okay.
And I didn't have my grant.
Yeah.
It's all right. He's just a Marine.
Yeah.
That's right. All right, guys. Well, we appreciate you guys coming on.
No, shots are always
Yeah.
We do it all the time.
No problem. We enjoyed coming on the show. Thanks for having us.
Yes.
Well, when you get something special coming up, whatever you got coming up specialized, reach back to us and we'll have you back on.
Okay.
Fantastic.
Sounds great.
We would love to share any information we get on the way that you be do a little like podcasts, using out some info, and do like a live podcasting and because we do like the Iron Man here in Louisville.
Okay. Yeah, that would be really fun. That's the kind of thing I envision us doing.
Yeah, so I know with the veteran group I used to we have guaranteed athletes participate in the Louisville Ironman every year. So I can probably tag them and just be like, hey, give this a shot. Do a live podcast and do some examples or something like that. But that's going to be
Yeah,
The
that's
Mogadishu
great.
Miles then too.
yeah. But just a thought. If you'd be interested.
Yeah, we'd love to do that. We'd love to do more of that.
Heck yeah.
But no, that's the cool thing about the Ironman is it's literally water, run. So,
Right, exactly.
They're going to spend a lot of time outside.
Yep.
Yeah, for sure.
And if nothing else, us that go cheer them on. We hold the flag the whole entire time.
Nice.
So we could use it with our
Oh yeah.
Nice. Yeah, I was just reading this really inspiring story yesterday. I think it was, what is it? I think I got ESPN magazine showed up here. I think that's what it was. There's a man in there that's a double amputee who was in a horrible car accident and said he went through some pretty rough times for quite a few years, and then he just decided, I'm tired of living like this, and he decided he's just going to compete in an Ironman. So he started out doing marathons, triathlons, and then ultimately did compete in an Ironman. It's just really
That's
inspiring. I mean, geez, yeah. Good
I know
article.
a woman that's a guide for an Ironman disabled person. So imagine that. You're not just doing the Ironman. The whole entire time being forgotten.
Right.
So there's some amazing people out there. That would be
Sure is.
pretty
Sure
kind of
is.
interview them just for their own stories. You can help us with skin cancer awareness.
Yeah.
I mean, we hear so many bad stories day in and day out, and we're inundated with bad stories. And good stories like those, and people persevering and pushing forward, fantastic. That's what we're all about.
Awesome. Yeah, I love it. I love it. All right, guys. Well, we're gonna let y'all go because I know y'all are out there on the West Coast enjoying the sun still.
All right.
You guys have a great night. Lonnie, have fun at your event.
All right. I will do.
We will catch y'all soon.
Sounds good, you guys. Thanks again for having us.
Thank you so much.
All right.
Bye. How awesome was that?
That was cool. They're sweethearts.
Yeah,
I really like them.
Yeah, they are awesome.
Yeah,
I really like it. And like I said, the sunscreen is awesome. I mean, it does not leave no residue on you. Like you can still see it, like if you don't rub it in all the way.
Here, I'm gonna do a little.
Megan's gonna do a little taste showing here.
So it's nice because it's not like, of course I'm doing it backwards now, but it's not like crazy thick. But like if I were to put it on the back of my hand, here. So you can definitely see. So like that was the tiniest little dab. And I could probably go almost all the way up my hand with this if I just keep rubbing. But it feels really good.
Yeah, it's not sticky. It's not oily.
I've always wanted to be on the home shopping network. No, I'm just teasing.
Here, I'll be your. No.
I mean, jokes aside, though. So, like, literally, now that it's in, like,
you can't. Yeah, it's
awesome. How's it feel, buddy?
Oh, so soft.
No.
But anyway, so
it's no bullshit. Like, because I hate sunscreen. I'll be the first one to admit it. I hate it, but it takes that extra moment to rub it in because sometimes you get spoiled of doing the old sprays. And I definitely did for a long time. If I did anything, I was like, I'm gonna spray it. But
you gotta spray it.
I'm gonna spray it.
So guys, we have a discount code right here below. Just type that link in. It will give you 20% off of cover. They do. It's the same formula for both the pink and the green, so it's not anything different.
They just do it so that you could be schmancy.
Well, the green goes to.
There's different supporting groups.
Yes, different groups. So like this one goes for the horses, and then the pink one goes for the camp for kids. Mm-hmm. So Support local, even though they're local to California, not Kentucky. We need to get them in Kentucky. Like I said, it's awesome. I love it. So, like Megan and I always say, stay safe out there, and
We got your six.
Thanks for listening. Suggestions and comments are always welcome.
Discrimination will never be tolerated.
Cannot wait to have another great show with you all.
Don't forget, you can find us on Apple, Amazon, Spotify,
or wherever you get your favorite podcast. Stay safe out there. We got your six.